DJ.
What?
Why you keep stealing all the Brite juice?
Because I'm a scammer!
Wow. Subscribe and hit that bell button to join the Brite Army and be part of the Bright and Early Squad. Welcome back, Brites. I'm Sabrina Brite, and today on TeraBrite Games, we are going to talk about how people are getting scammed in Bubblegum Simulator and how to avoid it. But before we get into it, let's do a Brite like spike. I'm gonna count to 3. We're gonna watch the likes fly up when everyone smashes the like button at the exact same time. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Smash our like button! 1 like equals 1 less scam! Hooray! You guys are amazing!
Need Brite Juice? Well, we have a Brite Juice shirt in our merch store. Link in the description.
Oh, yeah, don't mind my Pepsi outfit. If you want to know why I'm wearing a Pepsi outfit, you're just gonna have to go watch RB Battles. Which, speaking of, we just released a brand new RB Battles video today, and it's pretty funny. You don't want to miss it. So I'll link it in the pinned comment below. So let's get right into this. I see over and over and over again how people comment saying they got scammed in Bubblegum Simulator. Now, at first I was like, did they really get scammed? What do they mean by they got scammed? Like, I didn't really understand because I couldn't imagine how you could get scammed when you're doing a trade. You're doing a trade, you know? Don't you know you're trading? Like, that's what I thought at first. But then as I played Bubblegum Simulator a lot, I started to realize there's many different ways you can get scammed in Bubblegum Simulator. We're gonna go over the different ways and how to avoid it. But first, let's look up the definition of a scam. So I searched scam definition, and this is what pops up in Google. A dishonest scheme, a fraud. That's kind of short, and I really want to read one that's more in depth, so we're gonna go down here to this one because I looked at this already to make sure it was correct. And this one explains it in a really good way. A scam is a fraudulent scheme performed by a dishonest individual, group, or company in attempt to obtain money or something else of value. In this case, it would be OP pets. Scams traditionally resided in confidence tricks where an individual would misrepresent themselves as someone with skill or authority. So that could be like them pretending to be a YouTuber or something. Example, doctor, lawyer, investor. Those examples don't apply to us. After the internet became widely used, new forms of scams emerged, such as lottery scams. Okay, well, we don't need to see all those kinds of scams.
Or Bubblegum Simulator scams.
Yeah. Oh, welcome to the video, DJ. You're here.
I'm here to scam you.
Oh my gosh. So basically, there's many different forms of scamming in Bubblegum Simulator, and I'm gonna go over the top 3 that I know of, top 3 or 4. And the first one is when a person thinks they are trading a pet to someone who is a YouTuber, and that YouTuber will do a video and then return the pet back to them. The person may say they're gonna give the pet right back, and then they don't. It's a very sad day. How to avoid this scenario? Look for some form of verification. So if the YouTuber is in the star program, they're a verified YouTuber on Roblox, and they should have a star next to their name in the top right where the server list is. So as you can see, DJ and I both have a star here. Some YouTubers aren't in the YouTube star program, and so they don't have a star and they're still YouTubers. So in that case, I would go to their channel and double check that their username on Roblox is letter for letter, word for word, as the username that is trying to tell you they're gonna make a video. And even then,
You gotta be kind of careful because some people are very sneaky and they make usernames that look very similar to the correct username, like by maybe a
they'll
1
add
they
like
use
an
the L.
extra E, like Sabrina Brite with 2 E's, or Sabrina Brite with 2 A's, like.
Or maybe for like a 1, they'll use the L instead.
Yeah.
Because they kind of look similar. Like there's ways around it to make it look similar even though it's not the same exact characters.
Now, if you're on mobile, I would say like you shouldn't be trading like OP pets that you don't want to lose to people if you can't check and verify that it's actually the YouTuber. So I'd say either figure out how to go to their profile and double check, because I'm pretty sure there's a way on mobile. Like, can you see who's in the server by going over to the settings and going to players? I think you could see a list here. I don't know if that's on mobile or not, but even then, like, I don't really have much advice other than just be like super sure that it's the YouTuber. You could also have the YouTuber contact through their official Twitter. I personally mostly always contact people and talk to them about pets that I'm showcasing on Twitter. So if it's somebody claiming to be me and they're like in the chat like, oh, let me use it, it's not me. I don't usually do that.
And for the record, our personal Twitters are just like our usernames in the game. It's Sabrina Brite and DJ Monopoly, and then we also have our TeraBrite Games Twitter. It's exactly just TeraBrite Games, and then we also have a TeraBrite Twitter. That's all the Twitters we have. If it's anything other than those Twitters, it's not us.
And there's ways to check that the Twitter is the YouTuber's official Twitter, because they'll probably have it linked in their description of their YouTube videos or on their channel somehow. So you can go to their channel or their YouTube video description and find their Twitter link there and see if that's really their Twitter. And even if it is a YouTuber you watch, you still have to think twice about if you trust this YouTuber and if you trust that they'll give it back. back. For instance, I showcase people's pets a lot, and if I were to scam someone, it would ruin my YouTube reputation. Like, I wouldn't do it, and that is why I always show myself trading the pet back in videos. So that's how I kind of show that you can trust me, because every person I've ever showcased a pet with, I show in video me giving it back to them.
You can also trust Russo, of course, even though I don't trust him because he took my pet. But that's a different story. But you can definitely trust Russo. He got that pet fair and square.
And I would say never trust a person saying they're a YouTuber, claiming to be that YouTuber, but on an alternative account. Some people will say, oh, I'm TeraBrite on a noob account. Can I get your pet for a second or something? Like, I wouldn't do that. That's not something I would do. And if it's something I wanted to do, I would contact that person with my real verified accounts first. So anybody that's dressed up like me or saying they're me on an alternative account or saying some excuse, like that's like something that scammers in Bubblegum Simulator are doing a lot lately. So make sure you're aware of that. And as I said, just make sure you have some way to contact that person through Twitter or in some other form. I don't know how other forms that other YouTubers use, but that's what I use.
Is it all alternative or alternate?
Yeah.
I think it's alternate.
Alternate account? Whatever. They knew what I meant. So let's go on to the next way that people scam in Bubblegum Simulator. And while we do this, I'm actually gonna start hatching. I don't know why I'm just standing here. We're gonna still hunt for this Queen Overlord that I have not gotten yet. Hopefully my bright juice is strong today.
Are your boosts on?
Yes, they are. But you know what? Let me double check because I've been standing here for a while. Oh my gosh, they have 14 minutes left. All of them. But you know what? We'll just keep it going. So another way that people get scammed in Bubblegum Simulator is a stranger promises somebody that they will just borrow it and they trade it and they just never give it back. They claim they're gonna return it right back, then they keep it. They're mean in the chat. They say, haha, scammed, or they just like leave and you never see them again. They keep your pet. How to avoid getting scammed this way? If you have a pet that you don't want to lose, just don't trade it to anybody, especially strangers. Don't trade your good pets to strangers. I mean, there are a lot of trustworthy, nice people out there, but because there's a lot of untrustworthy people, you just can't do that. I wouldn't advise giving your pets to strangers that claim they're gonna give it right back. Unless, of course, they gave something as collateral, which you agreed upon, like they gave one of their pets that's equally as good that you don't have, and you keep it until they give it back to you and you trade back, but then I still wouldn't advise to do that because there's still room for being scammed there. So yeah, just don't trade your pets to strangers in the first place unless you completely trust them somehow, which I don't know how you would. Now, the next way people get scammed in Bubblegum Simulator, or just like other games like Bubblegum Simulator, is if you trade some of your good pets to someone because there's a pet you really want from them, and then later you find out that the pets you gave them is like equates to way more power than the pets you received from them, and you feel scammed after that. Like, oh man, I just lost way more powerful pets than the one I just got. Hey, I got a shiny 300 mil serpent. So how you can avoid this happening is when you're trading somebody, you can actually hover over the pet and see the stats. Let's perform a little bit of a visual for them, DJ. I'm gonna go ahead and send you a trade request. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm sending DJ a trade right now. So basically, DJ's gonna select something and be like, I'll give you this if you give me one of your shiny radioactive bear.
I'll give you my Frost Dominus that is 10 million gem collection. Huh. I bet you don't have a 10 million gem collection Frost Dominus.
Oh my gosh, 10 million. Wow. No,
10
don't
million.
do that, guys. People can lie about the stats. What you have to do is, sadly, you just gotta scroll down or search the pet. Actually, it's not sad. You can search now.
Just hurry up and hit ready. It's 10 million, trust me.
Don't trust the pressure.
Trust me.
Don't trust the pressure. Scroll down, find the pet that's checked off that they selected, hover your mouse over it, and see the stats. Oh, I can see that it's definitely not 10 million.
It is 10 million.
You're a liar,
you don't
and
see
that
well.
is definitely still way better than the pet I'm trying to give you. But yeah, that's how you can make sure what the stats are.
Wow, so you're trying to
know.
scam me? You're giving me a weak pet? I don't trust you anymore.
So guys, make sure you're hovering over the pets that they're trying to offer, seeing what the stats are, and if you agree upon it, then that's not a scam. If you agreed to it and trade it, you agreed, and it's not a scam. So you can't call it a scam if you agreed. At that point, if you changed your mind, then like you changed your mind.
It's your choice. You have the power.
So yeah, it's technically not a scam if you agreed to a trade, sadly. but it can be a scam if someone's trying to pressure you or lie to you. So like, that's why you need to educate yourself to make sure what they're saying is true. So the last way that someone may try to scam you is if they're just bothering you over and over and over again to try and get a pet from you, and they're pressuring you, and you just like give in for some reason. I'd say no one is forcing you to press accept. No one's forcing you to trade anybody anything. It's your choice. The best way to avoid that is either hitting the block button on their account by going up here into the server list or to their profile. So you can click their name and you can go to block player, or you could just go to their profile and do it, or you could just switch servers. It's so easy. Like, they probably won't find you again unless they like wrote down your username if you just like leave and go to another server. So definitely don't give in to pressure. So people tell me about scams all the time in the comments. They expect me to do something about it. So this is me doing something about it. I'm trying to educate people on how to not get scammed and how to avoid it and how to educate themselves before doing trades and stuff. So yeah, I taught you what you need to know about not getting scammed, and now all I have to say is it's easy, don't get scammed. It's not my game and it's not my responsibility to seek out scammers or expose scammers or to help with scams. I'm not going to call people out, do detective work, or put myself or my channel in the middle of any sort of drama, because I am not about that. If someone offers me a pet to showcase for a video and I want to showcase that pet, I shouldn't be expected to research that person to make sure they're not a scammer. Obviously, I want to make videos with nice people who actually genuinely hatched the pet that they're offering me to showcase. But it seems like every time I do a video like that now, showcasing someone's pet, there's someone in the comments saying that that person's a scammer. And the thing is, there's two sides to every story. There's no way for me to know if they're actually a scammer or the person in the comments is just jealous that they hatched that pet. I don't know.
You can have all the proof in the world, but it doesn't always mean that it's true.
There's ways of making things look true that aren't true.
Yeah.
That's like scamming. I don't know, almost, not really. And I know a lot of people who play Bubblegum Simulator specifically have seen one of my videos at some point or another. So that's why I felt inclined to make a video like this, because I really want to help you guys not lose your pets. It really does make me sad to see so many people upset when they lose their pets. And I also hope that this video didn't come off as me being insensitive, because I really do feel bad for the people who have lost pets that they worked really hard for. But now that you've seen this video, I hope you realize how easy it is to avoid being scammed. And I would really appreciate it if you could share this video with anyone you know who also plays Bubblegum Simulator or anything similar to Bubblegum Simulator, just so that we can make sure they don't get scammed either. Ooh.
And then we can stop the scams once and for all, and I can go back to taking over the world!
We just want to enjoy the game, guys. I know everybody just wants to enjoy the game because that's what the game's here for. Enjoyment and pets. Am I getting evil too, DJ? Am I gonna take over the world?
There's only room for one of us!
Oh my gosh. DJ's crazy. Wow, but why haven't I gotten the Queen Overlord yet? So now what I'd like you guys to do is, if you could or if you want to, share your stories below in the comments of if you've gotten scammed. Avoid sharing any names or usernames. We don't want to have any trouble or call people out. We just don't want to do that.
This isn't a drama channel.
We just want to help out other brights and try to see maybe if we can teach them of an experience you may have had so they can avoid being in that scenario as well.
Now let's make this a learning experience and stop the scams, because
stop the scams once
there's
and for
really
all.
no reason for scams.
There really isn't. It's super easy to avoid being scammed, and that's why I made this video, because I really want you guys to see there are many ways to verify if you're trading with somebody trustworthy, and there's also just no reason you should give away your most cherished, hard-earned pets to strangers, especially secret pets. If I hatched a secret pet, I would never trade it to anyone. Maybe DJ, because I trust him. I live with him. I could literally go on his account and give it back to myself.
Maybe Russo.
And
I don't know.
Russo. Yeah,
maybe.
He still hasn't given us our other pets back, you know?
No, but seriously, he won those fair and square. We can't. Don't give him hate.
We're joking. I'm never gonna get this Queen Overlord, am I? DJ,
What?
why you keep stealing all the bright juice?
Because I'm a scammer!
Wow. I really hope this video was easy to follow, and I hope you enjoyed it. And it's gonna be my only video for today because we got a lot of videos to go record for RB battles and stuff, so I hope that's okay with you guys. So we're gonna stop right here. If you're new, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to join the Bright Army, and don't forget to catch up on some videos you may have missed right over there. Check out the new RB battles video. Who will win 11,000 Robux? I don't know, you'll have to go watch to see. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Bye!